Hi Scorpio, this is your January 16th through January 22nd weekly tarot reading. I do 5 separate spreads in my weekly readings. We'll have a spread on new love, a separate spread on love and an existing relationship or marriage. I'll do an X spread. We'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances, and we'll see what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is on new love this week, and what a spread. What a reading. Anyway, we've got the Ten of Swords clarified by the Eight of Wands. We have the Star clarified by the Six of Swords. We have the Nine of Cups in the potential outcome. We have the Four of Wands with the Emperor and the Empress. And we have the Chariot on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, Cancer, Aries, Libra, Taurus, or pretty much any zodiac sign. What a reading. What a reading. Let's start with the obvious. Let's start with the end. At the end, we have the Four of Wands with the Emperor and the Empress. All of those 3 cards are in the potential outcome. With cards like that, it's not a potential. This is, I believe, the outcome. The Emperor and the Empress are husband and wife. Okay? The Emperor and the Empress are divine counterpartners. The Four of Wands, the first card in there, is a card of a commitment to marriage. Some people call it the 1111 card. To me personally, it always reminds me of an actual wedding, but it is a commitment or marriage card. So that's what we have in the end. Alright? The Emperor and the Empress barely ever show up in the same reading. Barely ever. So you're so lucky, Scorpio. You're meeting your future spouse. You're meeting perhaps the love of your life. But there is a twist to this story. Right? There is 2 cards in the tarot deck that usually symbolize a wish come true, wish granted. Both of those 2 cards are on the table, the Star and the Nine of Cups. Both of those 2 cards are wish come true cards. However, we start with the Ten of Swords. You see that, which is clarified by the Eight of Wands, all the way to your left. The Ten of Swords is a card of an abrupt ending. So however this begins for you with an ending, right? For some of you, just for some of you, perhaps either you or the person you're dealing with, they are getting out of another relationship. They're getting out of another marriage. You know, I'm not calling anybody out. This is not a singles reading. This is a new love reading. Some of you are single. Most of you are single. Some of you are not. This doesn't mean new love is not going to find you. Alright, so that Ten of Swords could be the end of one's relationship or one's marriage. The Eight of Wands clarifying it is a card of communication. So, or they're just simply finalizing their divorce. Perhaps they got separated a while ago and that was a deal breaker for you, that they're still legally married to somebody. So perhaps it's finally done. All the paperwork is done, finally. And with the Eight of Wands, they're letting you know that. And with the Eight of Wands and the Ten of Swords, perhaps they were away from you. They were at a distance from you. And they just couldn't be with you for whatever reason. Perhaps they had other obligations to family or work. Perhaps they are in another country, we're waiting for a visa, right? So the Ten of Swords in this case represents whatever that obstacle was that was preventing the 2 of you from being together is coming to an end. And with the Eight of Wands clarifying the Ten of Swords, this is them letting you know that it's over, it's done. And again, the Eight of Wands, this is them literally coming to you. Okay, the Star, the next card over, could be an Aquarius you're dealing with, but like I said, it's one of the wish come true, one of the wish granted cards. The Six of Swords clarifying the Star, another travel card, just like the Eight of Wands. And the Six of Swords is a card of somebody moving on, moving from one point to another point, from point A to point B, literally moving. Or getting out of one situation so they could be with you. In general, the Six of Swords is a very positive card. This is a card of an improvement. This is a card of a rough patch being over. It's a card of things getting better. And then we have that Nine of Cups, the second wish come true card, second wish granted card. And the Chariot on the bottom of the deck, all the way to your right, could be a Cancer you're dealing with, but this is the third movement card, right? Just like the Eight of Wands and the Six of Swords could be moving card, going card. The Chariot card could also be that card. But the Chariot is also a card of victory and success. It's a card of moving forward and not looking back. Just like the people in the Six of Swords, they're moving forward, they're not looking back. The Chariot is a card of victory. This is a card of moving forward and not looking back. And all of this is for a very amazing good reason, right? The potential outcome with the Emperor, the Empress, and the Four of Wands in there. This is an amazing reading, Scorpio. I can't stress it enough. You know what? I'm not even going to do an extended for you because that would be a total and complete waste of time. But you're so lucky, the Emperor and the Empress. Really happy for you, Scorpio. Congratulations. Scorpio, if you are already married or if you're in a relationship, this spread is for you. We have the 3 of Wands clarified by the 10 of Pentacles. We have the King of Pentacles, the 5 of Wands clarified by the Queen of Pentacles, and we also have the Page of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Well, you guys are the King and the Queen of Pentacles, and I think this week you are having a very heated discussion about money or real estate. Okay? You're trying to reach a mutual agreement, or you're trying to get on the same page. That's what it feels like. The good news is that you have money, right? You probably have money coming in, or now you have enough money for you to invest into something, or for you to purchase property, right? The 3 of Wands, the first card that came out, even though this is the first card that came out, I think that's what you're trying to reach. The 3 of Wands is my card of somebody who made up their mind, somebody who made a decision. It's like a final decision, and after that there is no turning back, right? That's what you're trying to achieve, right? The 10 of Pentacles, clarifying the 3 of Wands, this is what it's all about. Either money, real estate, or something that has to do with money and real estate. Right? The 10 of Pentacles is a card of marriage, commitment, but at the same time it's a card of financial abundance, and it's a card of real estate. The Page of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, it could be money coming in, or the last sum of money that you needed in order for you to invest or to make a purchase, or perhaps this is money outgoing. And since this is just a page, it could be a down payment on something, especially if you're purchasing a house or if you're purchasing an apartment. Right? The King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, like I said, those two are you and them. You can assign the roles as you wish. But since you're the King and the Queen of Pentacles, and we have 10 of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, like I said, it's all about money or real estate. The 5 of Wands, the last card that came out, which is clarified by the Queen of Pentacles. I don't sugarcoat my readings, but I try to stay positive. The 5 of Wands is a card of a conflict, or it's a card of a very heated discussion. So hopefully it's the heated discussion, and hopefully it doesn't escalate into a conflict. I think you're arguing, you're just trying to understand what you want to do with the money. Or say you do want to purchase a house or an apartment, and you have multiple options. One of you likes one apartment or house, and the other one likes the other. Right? And that's what you're discussing, which of the two to move forward with. So hopefully you will, get on the same page. That's what you're trying to do with that 3 of Wands. So hopefully by the end of this week, you guys will get on the same page. All right? Cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you. Scorpio, this week, keep in mind it could be somebody from a couple of months ago, a year ago, or a couple of years ago, so it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. Also keep in mind, we're still in Mercury retrograde. It's coming to an end, but there is a post-shadow period after that for a couple of weeks. This is then more exes than usual tend to resurface. So here's one of them. We have the Judgment card. We have the Hermit clarified by the 5 of Cups. We have the Page of Pentacles clarified by the Magician, and we also have the 3 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Virgo or a Gemini or any zodiac sign. The very first card that came out is Judgment. This is a card of resurrection, somebody trying to get back together with you. The Hermit, the next card over, could be a Virgo you're dealing with, or the Hermit is a card of somebody who's gone within, did some soul searching, went through some kind of a some kind of a thought process. They went to a monastery, I don't know. But jokes aside, yeah, I think they have major regrets. The 5 of Cups clarifying the Hermit. This card has always to do with the past. This is a card of somebody who is thinking about the past, regretting, grieving the past, right? And here they come with the Page of Pentacles clarified by the Magician and the 3 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You may run into this person. If you go out this week, the 3 of Cups could be some kind of a party, event, show, gathering, or they may reach out to you and say something like, hey, I've got tickets to this concert. Remember our favorite band? I got tickets to that concert. They're in town, they're playing in such and such location. Page of Pentacles is usually something tangible, something you can touch, and the Page of Pentacles could be those tickets. right? Or perhaps they will send you something or give you something sentimental that will remind you of the good times the two of you had together, right? The Magician, clarifying the Page of Pentacles, could be a Gemini you're dealing with, but the Magician is a card of manifestation, but most importantly, it's a card of taking action. So perhaps the Page of Pentacles is just one of the things they're going to do for you. Perhaps they've got multiple things prepared, multiple things lined up, and those tickets to a show or whatever that Page of Pentacles is just one of those things. Because the Magician's got all the tools they need at their disposal, right? And one of them is a Pentacle. Okay, the Three of Cups on the bottom of the deck, like I said, it could be a concert, gathering of some sort, a show, or perhaps the Three of Cups is a card of a reunion. They want to reunite with you, or if you are going to, or some kind of a reunion, they could also be there. I think it's going to be up to you, Scorpio, what you want to do here. But I think they really want you back. All right? Cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Scorpio. This week we have the King of Cups, we have the Four of Swords clarified by Death, we have the Chariot, and we also have the Eight of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a fellow water sign, Cancer, another Scorpio, or Pisces. I think you're the King of Cups. Male or female, absolutely, that doesn't matter. The Death card, clarifying the Four of Swords in the middle, that is also your major arcana card. So you're in this reading at least twice, or perhaps more than twice. What's interesting about this reading, before I started clarifying, and even now you can see it, we have the Four of Swords and the Chariot right next to it. These are completely opposite cards, whereas in the Four of Swords there's absolutely nothing happening because the person is taking a nap or they're just laying down thinking about something. Perhaps thinking is the only thing that's happening. But the Chariot is one of the fastest cards in the deck, right? So that's why I think they're opposite. Perhaps you're thinking about going on a business trip. You're thinking about purchasing a new car with the Chariot card. You're thinking about how you want to tackle a particular project or a particular contract. And the Chariot, yeah, that's the last card that came out. The Chariot is a card of moving forward. It's a car that you could be purchasing, or it could be you going on a business trip. Okay, the Eight of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck is a card of work, business, and finances. So that makes total sense. So yeah, you probably have a few things to think about, to wrap your head around, and then you will decide to either purchase one particular vehicle or go on a business trip or move forward with something. The Chariot is also a card of victory, by the way. So I think whatever you come up with will bring you success. All right? Cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen, Scorpio, this week. We have the Queen of Wands, clarified by the Page of Cups. We have the King of Swords, clarified by the Sun. We also have the Tower, clarified by the Ace of Swords. And we have the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I think this is only indirectly related to you. We have a couple here, right? The Queen of Wands and the King of Swords. I don't think any of those two people represent you, but you know this couple. Or you know at least one of them. What you're not expecting is those two getting the show on the road. Right? And perhaps they're going to let you know, or they will even invite you to go somewhere with them, or they may invite you to their wedding, I don't know, their engagement party, or something like that. Or perhaps all of you are going out to some kind of an event, you're just socializing, and they will announce that they are together. Or you'll just see them hugging and getting cozy with each other, and you'll realize they're together, right? That's what you're not expecting, right? The King of Swords, like I said, could be an air sign. The Queen of Wands could be a fire sign. And the Tower in this case is something that happens unexpectedly. The Ace of Swords, clarifying it, is either an announcement, or you'll just get crystal clear about the fact that those two are together. The Wheel of Fortune is the start of a cycle between those two. Alright, so that's what you're not expecting, and that's what I have for you, Scorpio, for this reading, for this week. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also share and subscribe, and other than that, Scorpio, have an amazing week.